Hostas. These are truly a garden favorite for a multitude of reasons. They liven up shady places, they're great along borders, and in difficult areas as well, where many other plants just simply would never survive. What's really interesting for such a common garden plant is that these are perfectly edible. In fact, in Japan, many people there have actually been enjoying eating these for centuries. The young shoots that appear in the springtime are known as yurui, and they're commonly boiled, fried in tempura, or even eaten raw. With a flavor reminiscent of asparagus, they can easily be used in a variety of ways, including salads, of course. This plant in Japan is known as giboshi. Now, hostas belong to the family Asparagagaceae, which is, of course, the asparagus family. And it has some very famous relatives, including agave, yucca, and of course, its namesake, asparagus. Although in this family, many people refer to this plant as a plantain lily, it's not a plantago. In fact, there are over 70 species of hostas and over 3,000 registered varieties. Different species will grow in different environments. Some grow near water, around rivers, swamps, and in mountainous regions. In fact, in mountainous areas in Japan, as well as on rock walls and on cliff areas, this is a plant that grows naturally. It grows wild. It's not cultivated. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if this species that we see today, not just necessarily this specific one that we're looking at, are all derived from the wild species. Here's a nice young one here coming up with some grass. There we go. Let's get rid of the grass. To maximize their nutritional value and taste, harvesting young shoots that are tender is usually recommended if you want to eat the shoots. Of course, leaves are definitely edible, but of course, the bigger they become, the more bitter they become. Actually, look at that one. That one's probably very bitter, but that's okay. It's still edible. And these still provide nutrition. And more nutrition than you think. Now, keep in mind though, if you harvest these leaves, it's best to wait until the 3rd year of growth, which is definitely not the one you're looking at. Because when you harvest, if you wait until the 3rd year of growth, and you harvest about 1/3 of the plant, then it's sustainable. It will give you food year after year. Now, the leaves can be sauteed, added to stir fry, and these can actually be used as a sandwich wrap. Now, not these ones, they're not looking very good. They're huge. If these were looking good, then you definitely could use these as a sandwich wrap. Basically, when you're using these in the kitchen, you can use them in any way that you would with a bitter leafy green. Don't forget to use the flowers too. Let's see. There we go. These flowers are edible. They're pretty darn bland tasting, but they're sure pretty enough to add to a salad as a garnish. Let's see, it's hard to tell with the sun glaring off my camera if I'm able to focus on this. Let's see. There we go. I think that's good. I hope it is. Now, what about nutrition? these leaves, I've mentioned that they are nutritious, and there have been a lot of tests done on different varieties. Now on this specific one, I can't say for sure what exactly are the nutrients, but there have been many hostas tested, and it seems that pretty much across the board, hosta leaves have phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, manganese, zinc, copper, and iron. That's close to a multivitamin pill for me. Now, there's a lot more information about this, and it's going to be in my blog that you can read, and I'll have the link to that below. Also, recipe ideas, I'll have links to those as well. Make sure you look down below, and you might be surprised what you can do with these. Keep in mind though, that even though these are safe for us to consume, they're not for our cats or our dogs. So always keep that in the back of your mind, because we don't want our pets to become harmed by eating these. Alrighty, so if you like what you see, please not only subscribe, but please share. And be sure to check my blog at the link below, and of course the recipes. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support.